If I could change the world, I'd put in more curb cuts. I would get rid of pre-existing condition qualifications for health insurance. I would probably make universal health insurance personally, and make people more willing to give people with disabilities the benefit of the doubt. I think universal health insurance is important just because of this whole pre-existing condition issue. Providing, I think insurance is a right that everybody should have, that everybody ought to have health, not insurance, everybody ought to have health care. And it shouldn't be up to you whether or not you have a job, whether or not you qualify for some sort of a program, as to whether or not you get insurance coverage. By providing universal health care, I think we'd have a healthier population in general. There would be far more preventative health care. Overall, people would be healthier.
I think it would be really cool to have one basic healthcare service for free for anybody who's a citizen, but then also have like you could purchase better insurance and go to other doctors, so it's still competitive like it is now, and people still want to be doctors and do a good job, and they can still make more money, but at the same time there's a basic healthcare service kind of like Canada that's provided for anybody. That's for healthcare, I think, what I would do.
And I was pondering that all night long. And the one thing that I would change, and they're probably going to laugh when they hear this, but the unemployment rate for for people with disabilities. I think we need to not only create or make jobs, but we need to make jobs that are out there more disability friendly. We need to make it so the disability community can also give back.
One of my friends and I did a talk, and we talked about what it means, writing a letter to our legislators about like what kind of changes that you want in your towns and stuff, like bus routes or transportation issues or money issues and stuff. It was awesome, and I learned a lot from all of these. It was amazing. It was like, wow.
I would do a lot more education on people with disabilities to everyone in the community. I think that children should learn about different disabilities and get to know people with disabilities so that they're not so intimidated by people with disabilities, or
more like public awareness
of
disabilities.
Yeah, and I think that would help people with disabilities get a job easier, because all the job providers would have been educated on how people with disabilities really can do a lot more than it seems they could, and they would not be so scared to hire somebody with disabilities.
As far as making things better for people with disabilities and kind of taking the edge off of members of society, I would probably say, I saw a billboard once that said, "Don't disability," and I really liked that, because you think of the word disability says you can't do this one thing that you can't do. I can't walk normally, but I can do everything else. So just because I have a disability doesn't mean I don't have the ability to do everything else.